Hey guys, so this is why I say you gotta read your Bible yourself. The things that I'm finding is absolutely mind-blowing. So I know everybody knows of the Dead Sea that's over in the Middle East. It's called that because it's so salty that nothing can live in that water. It's 10 times saltier than even the salt water. And so, anyways, the researchers, the deep sea divers, things like that, they've been discovering that there's fresh water springs springing up at the bottom of the Dead Sea, and now little microorganisms are living in there. Well, this morning I was reading Ezekiel chapter 47, and I'm going to start in verse 8. I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to make it short for y'all. Y'all need to go read the Bible for yourself, so I'm not going to sit here and spoon feed it to you. You got to get in your word because I'm sure there's things in there that even I'm missing as I'm in my word, and you got to get in there and feed yourself. But Ezekiel 47, it starts talking about how that the water of the Dead Sea will be healed and become fresh. They were just now discovering these things in 1946 is when it started, and then it really started blowing up like around 2011 that they're starting to notice little things, that microorganisms and things like that that are living down there. And the book of Ezekiel was wrote approximately like 593 years before Christ was even born, y'all. So that's like 2,900 years ago that this book was wrote, and now they're discovering fresh water springs. It's insane. Anyways, it talks about because these waters go there, and this is in verse 9, because these waters go there so that the waters of the sea are healed and become fresh, so everything will live wherever the river goes. Then we jump down to verse 11, and it talks about, but its swamps and marshes will not become fresh and wholesome for animal life. They will, as the river subsides, be left encrusted with salt. By the river on its bank, on one side and on the other, they will grow all kinds of trees for food. Their leaves will not wither, and their fruit will not fail. They shall bear every month, because their waters flow from the sanctuary, and their fruit will be for food, and their leaves will be for healing. And so this lines straight up with the book of Revelations, y'all. I know everybody wants to be scared of reading the book of Revelations, but y'all better get in your word. Book of Revelations, verse 22, talks about that in the middle of its street on either side of the river was the tree of life, bearing 12 kinds of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nations. There will no longer exist anything that is cursed, because sin and illness and death are gone. And the throne of God and of the Lamb will be in it, and his bondservants will serve and worship him. Y'all, that's the book of Revelations, verse 22. Chapter 22 and Ezekiel 47, and it's lining up with what's exactly going on.